Oh, boys and girls, have I got a story for you tonight. The Postmortem has come out from the pNetwork team, and very interestingly, we also have another Postmortem from GALA team, and this uncovers some interesting details that the pNetwork team don't tell you, mainly what the heck went wrong in the first place and how the communication went around. And yeah, it's interesting to say the least. Very quickly, just check here back. Now, HUOBI, what you thought was your GALA, no, it was not GALA, it was pGALA. They've just turned the token that was previously sold as GALA to now be called pGALA, the worthless tokens that they inflated themselves and then they attacked their own pool, which wasn't really necessary to do the way they did it, and we're going to break that down right now. But you'll want to stick around and listen to this till the end, because this is juicy. This is some seriously juicy stuff, and you need to learn from this to not get scammed again in the future. Okay, so let's start here with the GALA Postmortem. So essentially, they give you the breakdown of what's going on, but they don't give you the juicy details. We got some really nice details over from the GALA team, because the mess up was real stupid, and they really were. They didn't need to do it the way they did it, and the way they kind of rushed it through ended up doing like a crucial error of not checking all the details before they white hacked themselves and attacked the pool, and then made the whole freaking mess that they did. And they didn't communicate properly. You saw yourself, guys. My video got over 4,000 views. I can show you here. Analytics. So 4.4 thousand views. That's 4.3 thousand more than usual. My channel is nothing. Like, it's literally nothing. I just do the odd video here and there just for fun. And yeah, this video exploded. And obviously there was a lot of interest in this, and nobody was given the proper information that they should have been given. And that's the big thing that I hold against them. First of all, they made a huge blunder the way they handled the situation, and then they didn't communicate properly. And what's even worse, guys, they actually, because I was asking the tough questions, I was, what's up with HUOBI? What's the price with HUOBI? You guys need to tell us about HUOBI. I actually got blocked. I got kicked out of their groups, and not just the pNetwork group. I got kicked out of GALA group as well, which I don't even know if it's an official one, because they don't officially have one. I went to check their website. They only have Discord. They don't have the Telegram one. So this must be official, unofficial, I don't know. But it's a big group, 27,000 members. So I used my other account to get into it, and I can't get in. I can't find it with my original account. So I got blocked from two groups. They were actively suppressing this information, which could have saved a lot of people a lot of money and a lot of hassle. And I'm going to share a story with you as well, what happened, because people are not properly informed. And this is what I hold against them the most. First of all, they blundered it on technical level, and then they also covered it up. And they're still, and nobody's taking responsibility for it now. They're all just walking away scot-free, when people lost a ton of money on this because it wasn't handled properly. Now, I have some updates from HUOBI as well. Let me just make sure I have it here. Is this there? I'm going to show you how to get that information. And it's actually very, very difficult to find that information. Because I was looking for it and I couldn't find it until after everything happened. So a lot to cover in this video, so let's just get going with it. Where do we even begin? Maybe let's start with the story of how people got wrecked. Okay, because I want to read this statement here. Oh, they keep spamming this thing here. I hope I can find it. I hope it hasn't disappeared. Is it no, I think it's here. It's here. Is it? Yeah, it's here. It's here. It's just resized itself. So there was a big statement. Okay, for some people, it's just to trade the wrong time. I did 10 minutes after the problem, and I didn't realize what was happening. If the contract was a mistake, and I'm not an investor. No, this isn't it. There's a guy who essentially thought he was buying the dip. Oh yeah, this guy here, Crypto Rebel. I did mine thinking it was a flash crash, which these things do happen. It's just essentially somebody fat fingers a sell, puts a big market sell, just crashes the price. And then bought normal at 2 cents, okay, as it went back to normal price. And yes, we will have a look at that here. You can see that these are hourly candles. So initially what happened, the price dumped, but then it pumped back up. And then poor people who bought here thinking it was just a flash crash got dumped on again. And we're talking like going from 2-3 cents all the way down to 10 times less. Or is it 100? Yeah, 10 times less. And I mean, what about these poor people who were buying here and lost pretty much all of their money? I started to get involved later on, And you know, I kind of got caught up in this as well initially until I figured out what was going on. But I mean, I didn't lose much, but these people, my God, they lost a ton. And at least then after I had the opportunity to make it back. But like, let's continue reading. I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. Okay, so I was thinking nothing of it and bought 15 BNB, guys. 15 BNB. What's that? What's BNB worth now? 300? What's BNB worth? BNB. It's been going up recently. Oh my God, 350. Let's do the math real quick. Oh my goodness, this is even more than I thought. Okay, so 15 BNB. Let's bring this over so you guys can see it. Times 348. That's 5 grand this guy bought, and now he is got 1/10 of that. 500. So the man's lost 4.5 grand. Just like that on this stupidity. So people lost a ton of money. That's why I'm so upset about this. And nobody's taking responsibility. These guys messed up big time, and these guys have the money, and they should be paying for it. Namely, I'm talking about not GALA. GALA Games. They messed up, but they kind of, you know, they kind of got caught up in this through no fault of their own. But the pNetwork guys should know better, and definitely HUOBI should know better. So they should be the ones compensating people. But okay, let's continue. Let's go back to the GALA page here, because I'm gonna need information here. So let's continue reading this poor man's story. So 15 BNB, then next minute it drops to 4 zeros, and I panic sold. So he actually sold it for even less. For a split second it went down to almost nothing. Some people made 20x that bought that. So some people made a lot of money, some people lost a lot of money. And because this is on a centralized exchange, the guys could just reverse the trades, just block the trading, reverse the trade, stop people from withdrawing money. They could refund people easily, and they're not doing it. They're choosing not to do it. I'm sure it's, you know, somewhere in their terms and conditions we're not responsible for any kind of this sort of situation. But like, come on, guys. I mean, come on. You could do it. Do what's right. So this must have been the team draining liquidity to the price it is now. Surely I get my BNB back, but unfortunately I don't think so. So has this guy? This is Thomas Bertani. Remember this name, because this guy is essentially in charge of this whole bridge situation, and this is the guy who really messed up. These guys made the biggest mistake of all, and we'll get to that in a second. You will remember him from my original video as well. I mentioned him there. And he was the guy spreading the wrong information. He knew what happened, and when I was asking about it, I get blocked out of their Telegram account. And that's wrong. That's just plain wrong. And then you go on their Twitter and there's nothing. No, actually, I'm going to show you on their Twitter. They said it's fine to do. All major taxes are unaffected. So are you telling me HUOBI is not a major tax or centralized exchange? No, it is. So they were just like, I mean, I'm so upset. I'm so getting mad about talking about this, because they lied. They covered it up as well. So okay, if we go here onto CoinGecko, now we have this warning here, which is very well done, but it's all over now anyway. But again, that wasn't their own fault. This happened. But let's go over and look at this GALA announcement. Not GALA announcement. Well, GALA announcement as well, yes, because they messed up communications as well. So they were just playing it down. Oh no, everything's fine. You know, we're just everything's under control. Your funds are safe, that sort of thing. So they're saying there's lots of FUD out there surrounding GALA. Lots of people tossing around words like hack and rug. Well, it was a hack, okay, guys, and it was a rug, but it was just an incompetent rug and an incompetent hack. Neither of these is the case. Yes, it is, and you are spreading disinformation. This is not proper information. Okay, let's keep going. So here's the real story. Read the update. So this thing got shared. I don't know who this guy is, but this thing got shared everywhere. And he said, before you panic about GALA, please read the thread from the pNetwork DeFi. TLDR, everything is fine. No, it is not. Some things are fine. Everything is definitely not fine. The activity you have been seeing on PancakeSwap is pNetwork working to drain the liquidity pool. GALA on ETH is completely unaffected. No, it is not, because GALA on centralized exchanges, which is supposed to be immutable. It doesn't care. It shouldn't matter which GALA it is. It's all the same GALA. Has been affected in a major way on one of the biggest exchanges in the world. Do not buy pGALA on PancakeSwap for now. That's not the whole story. That's kind of what I told you guys as well in my original video, because I was reading these idiots' posts, which should have known. These guys should have known better. I'm just a nobody on the internet, but these guys should really know better. Okay, so I posted this on November 4th at 10 a.m. and I said, I don't know what time frame this is. Is this like CET or whatever? But anyway, after these guys posted, I don't even know what time this was, at 1 a.m. At 10 a.m. I posted, it's not all sunshine and rainbows though. HUOBI Global messed up big time, and a large number of pGALA BSC tokens were dumped on their CEX, diluting them like 90%. It's not helping that they have not made a single comment about it other than Justin Tron trolling about it. And yeah, and this guy was asking, can you explain the price? And yeah, I gave him the link to my video. Okay, so you see the problem here? Okay, let's go back and look at the pNetwork announcement, what they said at the time. So this is a really long thread, and I've shown you this thread in my original video, but I want to point out one particular statement they made here, and it says, oh, this is what I want to show you. All right, GALA on Ethereum and on major exchanges is unaffected. This was November 3rd at 11:36 p.m. Now, I'm not going to go forensically through all these timelines, but this was evidently not true. And if I click on this, what do I get any other information? No, that's all. It's just their own comments, and then just a bunch of questions, and this is still up here, guys. This is still up. This is still on the 6th of November. They haven't corrected. They haven't added anything. No, the only thing they added is just here on the bottom. They said this is the postmortem is out. So let's have a look at the postmortem. Okay. So essentially, I've already told you everything what happened, and this is them admitting that this is what happened. But the interesting part is the communication. So what's happening now is they say they were in communication with GALA Games, and they asked them to get in touch with the exchanges to get them to stop the deposits and withdrawals of GALA on the Binance Smart Chain. And apparently Binance, they got through fine, and Binance stopped it, but HUOBI didn't. But they didn't know that they didn't, and this is where they messed up. Surely it's not difficult to just verify. Okay, they're saying they didn't have the right contacts, they didn't know the right people, etc., etc. But it doesn't matter, and they're not telling the full truth still not, because they had this hack was in the system for 67 days. It wasn't even a hack. It was their own stupidity, and I'll show you that in a minute. So it was in the system for 67 days, and then when they finally discovered it, they panicked, and they didn't follow proper procedures, because they should have gone in and checked whether the withdrawals were actually suspended or not, because it's super simple. It took me about 2 minutes to realize I had no arbitration opportunity between HUOBI and Binance. That took 2 minutes. Just logged in, tried to withdraw, tried to deposit. I saw, no, it can't be done. Fine, there's no arbitration opportunity for me. So it took me 2 minutes to do that, and these guys had hours, and they didn't check. So they said, all right, GALA Games, you guys go talk to exchanges, and we're going to take care of PancakeSwap. And then they just assumed everything was fine, but it wasn't. They didn't check that the deposits were stopped, because this was the big danger, guys. If once they start taking out the liquidity, the price is going to drop to zero. Obviously, people can then just buy them at zero and sell them on the CEX and just screw everything up. This was a major attack surface, and they didn't make sure it was closed before they started draining the pool. I mean, I can't believe those guys missed a huge thing like this. They really dropped the ball, and then they covered it up, because I was in there asking, guys, what's going on with HUOBI? What's going on with HUOBI? And I got banned from, oh, guys, it's just spreading FUD. Everything, I see all over Twitter. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Everything is not fine. And then even HUOBI, nothing, no mention of anything. And if you go onto HUOBI, okay, I want to show you this now. You go onto HUOBI, okay, let's go onto their homepage. Okay, so where do you find this information? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, guys, but I didn't see it until I took out my magnifying glass. It is here. It's right here. GALA is now open for withdrawals on HUOBI. And if you go here onto more, you are directed to this support page, where they were posting updates here, and you can see there were updates about GALA here and here on the 11th at 8, but this stuff was going on overnight. Okay, so 4th when did they do the first GALA? Let's do control find, and let's do GALA, and let's see where's the first mention. So follow-up notice. Okay, there's something before. That's at, maybe they deleted something because there's no one, and I can't find anything here. If we go back to like 11.3, this wouldn't be really. I have a feeling they must have deleted something, because this is supposed to be follow-up, but it's the first one I can find, and that was at 2:47. The whole thing was well underway at that stage, and they took it an abnormality event. And look, it's in Chinese. Are you serious? What the hell? Why is it in Chinese? It says US. What the hell? Oh my god, this is interesting. Okay, I have to do this search again. GALA? Come on, show me. Okay, what about this second one here? Oh, it's all in Chinese. Okay, something's wrong. I don't know why it's showing up in Chinese. I was able to see them in normal English before. It says here English. English. It's I don't know. But what, are they all in Chinese? Oh my god! I mean, even why is this thing is Chinese? It says English down here. English. I want English, guys. Come on, English. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go into this now, obviously, because I can't. But there was stuff being posted here, but they allowed us to trade. And the only you guys know, you guys go back check and check my video. The only thing was, this is a high risk trade. That's the only thing that said on the actual pair when you went to trade it. So yeah, you went to all the other channels, and there was nothing about it there, and they were just pretending everything was fine and normal. So now let's get to the juicy parts, okay? So this is their postmortem. I'll link that stuff in the description below if you want to go ahead and read, and you should definitely read it because it's very interesting. But that's essentially what happened. They messed up. They didn't make sure there was actually the deposits and withdrawals were on Binance Smart Chain were locked on major exchanges. And the reason they're saying this, well, we didn't know the right people. We didn't have the right contacts. I mean, I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, let's read what GALA team were saying, because this sounds very juicy. And look at this name here. Recognize this? Thomas Bertani? Yep, this is the guy from here. That's his Thomas Bertani. This is the guy who's telling everybody, everything's fine. Even as I was going in, guys, what's going on with HUOBI? Everything's fine. And there was other people actually answering me, telling me all these other information about how many tokens were there and all that sort of stuff. And then I had to go 1 + 1 = 2. But this guy's telling me everything's fine. So what the hell's going on? So yeah, okay. So here's the whole saga started when we put in touch with pNetwork by a partner at a major exchange in mid-2021. So this goes back to the beginning. This is interesting stuff, guys. Just stick with me, okay? pNetwork said they were going to create a bridge. So these guys decided they were going to do a bridge over to BNB chain. So it was all these guys, okay? These guys make fees on the bridge, okay? So they wanted to make money, and they probably did make money. So okay, these are the guys that kind of caused this whole thing to happen, and then these are guys are really the guilty party here, okay? They're guilty for pretty much everything. Given that this is the decentralized future, there really wasn't anything we could do to stop them. Okay. Okay, yeah, I suppose, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure you could stop them using centralized exchanges if you wanted to, but okay. So they went ahead and built the bridge. Okay, ironically, the bridge isn't the issue here. Yes, it is. The bridge contract was hacked. That is the issue. Why are you saying it's not an issue? While the last few months have been filled with breaches and bridge drains, this is what happened here. Well, not directly, but this is what caused the problem in the first place. So when Thomas Bertani of pNetwork reached out to us on Thursday, he informed us that the contract on BNB chain had been breached, but not yet exploited. The breach had occurred because, now this is the interesting bit, pNetwork engineers had mistakenly left a key in the contract. Oh my god, how could, I mean, this is the rookie mistake. They left the key in the contract. We've seen these kind of hacks before where we just copy paste the contract and use the same like the default key in it, and then the millions got lost. I mean, this is incredible. Look, they just left the key in the contract. It's like me using password 123 as my password. I mean, this is basic stuff, guys. Anyway, and they had been used to change one of the control addresses. Okay, so somebody found this key, was like, oh, thank you very much, and then just took over the contract. But there's more. According to Bertani, this breach actually happened 67 days ago. You're not going to find these details on this page, guys. No, sir, you will not. Nothing about that here. 67 days ago, but had never been exploited. So why were they in such an insane rush all of a sudden after 67 days to mess this thing up? Because if they taken just a little bit more time and just verified things, this whole problem could have been avoided. All right. But then when they messed up, then they started to cover it up. That's the problem number 2. We can all mess up, but at least admit it and stop people losing money. You know, essentially, the BNB chain contract was a loaded bomb that could go off at any time if the malicious actor decided to exploit the contract. But he hadn't done so in 67 days. You know, excuse me. So they could have just taken, you know, their bloody time and done this properly. Okay. If there was any sign that the breach had been discovered, Bertani thought it likely that the malicious actor would swing into action, minting unlimited pGALA on the network GALA contract. So how are you telling me that the bridge wasn't violated when it obviously was violated? Oh Lord. Bertani presented us with a plan to deactivate the bridge and then White Hat exploit their own contract. So they caused the whole problem because they didn't do it properly. They asked us to contact exchanges and alert them to immediately. So this is GALA. This is GALA team, okay? So they asked GALA team to contact the exchanges and immediately suspend deposits and withdrawals of all pGALA. We reached out to exchanges we have contact with and informed them of the situation, but they didn't say who exactly they were talking to. And this is the key here, okay? Asking them to suspend BAP20, so this is the token on Binance My Chain, pGALA, okay? pGALA is the bridged version of GALA. Most did so. Most did so? You have to make sure that everybody does it, okay? But unfortunately, not everyone. Okay, so why didn't you wait and check and verify? I mean, it's not hard. Additionally, as we typically do not attempt to promote tokens directly, we are not in contact with the vast majority of exchanges that list GALA, let alone pGALA. Okay, it's the same bloody thing. It's traded on the exact same pair. They're not any different, guys. Even though it's not a chain that it's not a token that you issued. It is traded exactly the same way on the centralized exchanges. Okay. We also contacted PancakeSwap and asked them to put a warning on the trading alert people not to use it. That's hard. I mean, that's good. That's obviously good. But that wasn't really the problem. That was the least of the problems. Anyway, okay. With this knowledge, pNetwork enacting their plan with this knowledge of what? That you didn't verify that you properly blocked deposits, guys. This wasn't proper knowledge, okay? So they enacted their plan to drain the liquidity pool in order to give it back to the users upon redeployment of the new secured contract. Unfortunately, in this case, many users, and likely many bots, attempted to take advantage. They should have known there's going to be bots. The split second they see an arbitrage opportunity, they're going to take it. The split second, okay? Attempted to take advantage of the perceived arbitrage difference between the price of pGALA on PancakeSwap and the price of ERC20 GALA on exchanges. Again, like, don't separate these two. This on exchanges, it's all mixed together. It's all the same. I didn't see two separate pairs of pGALA and ERC20 GALA. It was just one. They're all mixed together. Why are they making a difference about it now? Some exchanges that had not stopped their deposits before this event ended up receiving large amounts. Oh, what a surprise! Of pGALA on BNB chain, which impacts them and other major players in the market. Yeah, and everybody who bloody tried to play this game, okay? I mean, and people who were completely unaware. Within all of this, there is good and bad news. The good news is the ERC20 GALA is fundamentally untouched, and none of this had anything to do with the contract managed, maintained, or deployed by GALA. In a limited sense, that is kind of true, okay? But not on centralized exchanges, obviously, where they're all mixed together. Anyone who holds ERC20 GALA isn't exposed to the whole... What do you mean? If I hold it on my exchanges, I am affected, okay? If I panic sold, I am affected because now they're not going to reverse these things. They're just going to... If you sold, you sold. It's your problem. You should have just not sold. That's what they're saying. If you sold and you no longer have those, I'm sorry, you lost. It's a centralized exchange. They can just reverse all those trades. I don't know why they're not doing it. Isn't exposed to the whole pNetwork incident at all. So they're clearly stating these guys as at fault. But again, I mean, you guys were involved. You were supposed to make sure that all the deposits were stopped, but you didn't. Okay, so they're at fault as well. But really, these guys should have made sure that it was properly done. Additionally, according to pNetwork, the pNetwork pGALA bridge is also sound and collateral is still there. Yeah, because they stopped redemptions. According to their public statement, anyone who held pGALA before they began their white hat operation will receive new pGALA once the bridge is restored, which can then be bridged out to the original GALA. Yeah, but there were two snapshots. Okay, so if you held them before the snapshot, fine, and then after the snapshot, you're only gonna get these new worthless tokens. Or hold on, don't quote me on that. I'll have to double check that. But it's not that simple anyway. So the bad news is there is still a lot of pGALA out there. This isn't our token, but we are sensitive to the concerns of the community of users. It was intermingled on exchanges with especially it's like HUOBI messed up here, who were stuck holding pGALA. We are currently investigating ways we can contribute. Okay, so they're gonna try and help others in this area. So there is a chance that they're gonna somehow find some money and then compensate people who lost out. But how exactly they're gonna do it, I don't know. This isn't our token or our mistake, but we want to act in the best interest of the community. And then they go on about decentralization, yada yada yada. But here's some information that is valid, because that you also need to be aware of. So because people are buying pGALA on PancakeSwap, they were putting in BNB. So before this whole thing happened, there was about 400,000 of BNB worth of BNB in the pool. That's what the guys were trying to drain. But what actually happened, once the price tanked and this whole arbitrage thing happened, they lost control of the situation. And then they say, oh, people, stop buying. It wasn't just people. It was bots as well. Guys, you should realize there's bots infecting all these networks. And yeah, it happened very, very quickly. And obviously, BNB was deposited. And the amount of BNB that was deposited was actually $4 million worth of BNB. So imagine that, 10 times more than what was originally in the pool, which kind of, makes sense to the amount of tokens that were then dumped on HUOBI. It kind of matches, that 10 to 1 price. But the thing is, all that BNB is going to be handed back to people who hold pGALA, but that's just 1/10 of the actual value. So you're just going to get refunded by the dilution that already happened. So you're diluted either way. You're not going to get the new proper GALA that's redeemable 1-to-1 with ERC20 GALA. No, you're just going to get this. You're going to get whatever BNB is proportionally yours based on the whole incredible dilution. Even though you thought you're buying regular GALA, you're buying 1/10 of that. So that's essentially what these guys say. This is the plan, that how they're going to do it. So there's going to be 2 snapshots, etc. You guys can read this, but I just want to see this 4.5 million worth of BNB was actually deposited, and this is what they drained, and this is what they have. So guys, this is a big mess. This is a big mess. There is a better way they could handle this, and they're choosing not to. I'm hoping in the future they will, but the one thing that you need to take away from this is the value of your tokens. If you are holding these pGALA tokens, they did the math here, is around 0.0038. I want to find this. They did this. Hold on, let me do control find and look at 38. There we go. So this is important. So pGALA token currently trading on DEXs and centralized exchanges may not be 1-to-1 packed. May not be. So you don't even know. But anyway, I think you guys know the story at this stage. So as explained in the sections below, there are currently uncollateralized pGALA in circulation. Hence, the publicly shared recommendation is not to interact with it. The price of the currently trading uncollateralized pGALA is worth approximately the little BNB. So multiply by the price of BNB, and it turns out to be, wait, hold on. Is that 3 zeros 38? Oh my god, that's even worse than I thought. Hold on now. Because this thing's traded at 2 zeros 38 or 3 zeros 38? Oh my god, it's 2 zeros 38. Oh my god, this is still 10 times more. Oh, this is even worse than I thought. People are still trading this. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Meme token. See what I told you yesterday? Meme tokens. This is a scam token. It's not a meme token. Oh my god. Unless there's information I'm not aware of. This is 10 times more than it should be. Unless there's some other unless this is the mistake. I mean, we could do quick math here, guys. We could do quick math. Let's check this. Control copy. Okay, let's bring up the calculator. Mr. Calculator, we need you again. Come back here. Okay, that's Control V. No, wait. Why are you not? Why are you messing with me? Copy. Calculator. What's going on here? It's yeah, I know what's going on because I have different decimal points. So how many bloody decimal points? How many? Okay, let's just do. Come on. This is all I need. This is thank you. Copy. Okay, let's go back in here and let's copy this. Oh man, it just takes a lot of zeros. Okay, so I'm gonna, I think I'm borderline dyslexic with these bloody numbers. So there's 5 zeros and then 109. Okay, so 0.12123 times the value of BNB, which is 3. Let's just do a proper calculation here. Where do I have? Why is there no BNB? Come on, I need to know the price of BNB, guys. Did I not have one open here? Where is it? Is it here with the Twitter stuff? Yeah, I think it's here. Just have to go back. Okay, and do BNB here. BNB. Okay, 348. Well, leave the 5 lines. So 348 times 348. Oh my God, it's 3 zeros, 37. Oh, this is a problem. This is not good. This is not good. This is only 2 zeros. There's 2 zeros, 2 zeros. Is this still being traded? Not much, I would say, but if we just zoom in, it actually, see, this is the bit that's missing. So this is they closed the trading and they just renamed it to pGALA, and then they continued trading and it dumped down to 202 and then up to, so somebody made money here. But this is completely wrong. This is 10 times more than it should be. Unless there's some other collateral somewhere that they found they're going to give to people and somehow, I don't know. Again, it's a mess, but it's a stinking mess, guys. And it was a cover up, and you guys need to know. So I think that's everything I want to say about this for now anyways, but make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your notifications, because there could be more to this story. And I will definitely be back to you guys. Also follow me on Twitter because I'll be publishing that stuff on Twitter. Put the bell on there as well if you're interested. And let's wrap this up for now, but we'll definitely be talking more about this in the future. All right, guys, cheers for now.